Buenos días.
Oh, good morning. Excuse me. I wonder if you could tell me the whereabouts of the courier who's in charge of my particular tour. Well, not my particular tour, but the particular tour I'm on.
Lo siento, pero no entiendo.
Ah. Do you speak English?
Ah, Bobby Charlton.
Ah. I'm looking for the person who represents the company I came with. This one.
Ah, un momento.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, remember now, the other thing I wanted to ask you. Could you by any chance tell me the whereabouts of the courier who's in charge of my particular tour?
Ah, otra. Un momento.
No, not orange. Courier more than orange.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Señor.
Oh, thank you very much.
De nada.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Bryant. Brian Bryant. I'm with your people on the tour.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bryant. You were the one who missed the aeroplane yesterday.
Yeah, sorry, but I caught a later one. I suppose that's obvious, or I wouldn't be talking to you now.
That's true. Now, what's happened about your accommodation? Because they were very worried yesterday about having to let your room go.
They did.
Oh.
But it's all right now, because my friend, Mr. Tanner, who also missed the plane, he's very worldly with it, and he managed to get us fixed up.
Oh, good. That's all right, then. Now, my name is Sue.
Oh, Sue Bainbridge.
Yes, and if I can be of any assistance to you during your holiday here, please don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, I wonder if you could be of any assistance to me.
Yes, I just said so.
No, I mean now. I was wondering if there was any literature that I should have.
Well, you look as though you've got quite a lot already.
Ah, but you can never have too much literature. I always say that.
Do you? Well, be my guest.
Oh, that's excellent. Yes, you can never have too much literature on holiday. Well, thank you very much.
Not at all.
Thank you. Oh, I wonder if you could be of assistance to me.
Yes, Mr. Bryant.
Well, it says here there's a coach excursion leaving this morning. This one.
Ah, yes. Shall I put you down for it?
Yes, please. It's the one that goes to the High Sierra, where there's a picnic lunch and wine tasting.
I've put you down.
The number of the excursion is 1551A.
Yes, I've put you down, Mr. Bryant. You're on it. The coach leaves at 10.
Oh, would that leave me time to have breakfast first?
Well, it's only 8:30 now.
Oh, that probably would leave me time to have breakfast first. Well, thank you very much. Oh, I shall be able to see the coach from the dining room window if it shall go early, should I?
Don't worry, we won't go without you.
Oh, don't worry, because I shall probably get on the coach early anyway.
Good. Yes?
No, it's all right.
Good morning to you, Miss Sue Bainbridge. Tanner's the name, Ralph Tanner. Costs a shilling to talk to me, but to you, 3p.
I'm afraid I've only got pesetas.
Oh, witty, titty. Oh, bad boy, Ralph.
So you're the other one?
The other what?
I just met your friend, Mr. Bryant.
Oh, not really a friend, dear. I only met him yesterday. Bit of a lame dog between you and me.
Well, I hope you enjoy your holiday.
Not really a holiday, dear. No, I virtually live in Spain.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I was here for 2 weeks last year. Now then, let's get you and me sorted out, shall we, dear?
Well, what exactly did you have in mind?
Put it this way. You're delightful, you're delicious, you're lovely, but you won't be seeing much of me.
Oh, dear.
Not on your excursions, that is, mind you. If anything extramural develops, que sera, kismet. But excursions, no.
Well, we'll just have to try and get along without you, won't we?
Afraid so. Because, you see, I'm a lone wolf, you see, dear. Mind you, any little favours I can put your way, any little wrinkles, one word in the shell likes, and Ralphie's your boy, dear.
There is one favour you could do me, Mr. Tanner.
Name it.
Don't keep calling me dear.
Oh. Oh. Well, I won't say it hasn't been lovely, but the old tempo's flying and Spain is waiting to take me in her arms, so I'll go and have some breakfast. Buenos dias, good morning, guten Morgen, bonjour. wonderful, old man. Come along, sit over there by the window. That's it, come along. Bring all your gubbins.
I didn't think they'd want me to sit there.
Hey. It's where you want to sit, old man. You can sit where you like.
I'm sorry, sir. This table is reserved, eh?
How is my friend meant to know this? Reserved. But you might have pointed that out to me, old man, before you let me make a fool of myself.
No, I didn't,
But leave him with me, I'll sort him out. You're a bit bumpy about the pockets today, Brian. What have you got in there?
Well, just a minute, let me put this down first. They're 2 oranges.
Very good.
I probably won't be needing them, though, because it says packed lunch included in the brochure. Would you care for them?
Well, now, I'm going to take you up on that, old man, because casting the old beadies over your breakfast,
Why, what's the matter?
El Griso.
It's very nice.
I'm sure it is, old man, but you won't find a Spaniard eating it when in Rome, old man. I'll get him to crush these for me, the way they have them. Olé! Could you, pack lunch?
Yes, it says packed lunch is included in the cost of the excursion.
Excursion.
Yes, I've just booked.
Oh, dear.
Yes, the excursion number is 1551A. I've got the details here somewhere, just a moment.
Oh, dear.
Well, you haven't heard the details yet. Ah, here we are. Yes, now, visitez-vous les autres. Oh, sorry, that bit's in French. That's for the French people. Ah, here we are. English. Now then, visit the High Sierra with its snow-capped peaks all the year pound. Now, sorry, that should be all the year round. It's a misprint. They've put a P instead of an R. Oh, yes. Picnic lunch at the foot of the mighty Mulhausen.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
In brackets, the highest European peak south of the Alps. After lunch, we walk to a typical mountain village.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
Village with its typical wines and typical folklore.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
But don't you like the sound of it, Ralph?
I am oh-dearing, old man, at the shortness of your memory. I told you last night that I am a lone wolf.
I know you did.
All right, OK. So it slipped your memory. Fine, it's done. This time I'll come along, but I warn you, if you put me down for anything else, I'm going to tear the ticket up in front of your face.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Didn't what?
Put you down for it.
Didn't you?
No, I only put myself down.
Oh,
Well, I did remember that you're a lone wolf.
well done, Brian.
Well, I'll go and have a nice wash now and get myself on the coach nice and early. I'll probably see you tonight.
You'll be gone all day then?
Oh, yes. Well, cheerio.
Cheerio. No, Charms, don't sit there. Read your notice, reserved.
Oh, no, it is. It's reserved for us.
Oh, righto. Aha!
Ralph,
Ah, hello, Brian. I didn't see you there.
you're on a mule.
Well, what's so surprising about that?
Well, I've never seen you on a mule before.
You've only known me 2 days, old man. This sort of thing is second nature to me.
Where are you off to, then?
The low Sierra, of course, the high Sierra, where you're going, well, they're all very well in their own way, but...
But what?
No, you're going to have a good time, enjoy yourself. I've got exactly what I want. The old mule between the thighs, the old skin of wine, and gut Spain just waiting for me.
Sounds terrific.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Have a nice day, Brian. Come on now, pronto, amigo, come on. Bloody Spain.
What's the matter, Mr. Bryant?
That mule. That's the mule my friend was on, but he's not on it now.
Well, that's his lookout. He should have come on the coach like normal people.
Yeah, quite right. Come on, Sue, we're losing our atmosphere here.
Just a moment, please. I can't see what you're worried about, Mr. Bryant.
Ralph's not on the mule.
I can see that.
But he was, you see.
Perhaps he got off for a rest.
Or a pea.
He could have been thrown. He could be injured.
You don't have to worry about those old things. They're very docile animals.
Well, look, perhaps we could all get off and split up into a search.
Now, just a minute. We booked an excursion, and an excursion we're having.
All right, just a minute, please. I really do think you're worrying unnecessarily, Mr. Bryant.
Yeah, well, you see, I do worry. I do admit that. I do worry unnecessarily.
Well, then.
I'll get off and look for him.
Well, get off if you're going to get off. You've already denied us 58 pesetas worth of enjoyment.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll get off then.
Yeah, go on.
Get off then. Go on. Get off. Get off. Go on.
I'm afraid I shan't be able to hold the coach, Mr. Bryant.
I do understand that. I don't want to inconvenience anybody.
Get
Look,
off then.
if there's any other problem, ring our other courier, Paul. He's off duty today. I left him in bed. He's in bed, but he'll help you.
Yeah, Paul, yes, I think I've got his number here somewhere.
Oh, come on, Sue. They don't want to fit in with us. On their own heads be it.
Yeah, on their own.
Yes, well, all right. Well, I'll get off then.
Well, get off then. Go on. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off.
If Paul's not at the other hotel, he'll be water skiing.
Which part of the sea would that be then? What's the Spanish for 999? Hello, boy. It's only me. I'm Brian. Stay.
Oh!
Ralph? 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 Brian? Ralph, there you are. I found your mule. I thought you'd lost it.
Lost it? I didn't lose it. I just smacked it on the rump and sent it off to graze. They come back when you whistle, you know.
I thought you'd had an accident. I stopped the coach specially.
Did you really, Brian? Well, that's very touching, that old man. Very touching indeed. Mental note about that. Quite unnecessary, but very touching. Have you got anything to eat?
Oh, I left my packed lunch on the coach. Well, are you hungry?
Me? I'm not hungry. No, I thought you were hungry, that's all. Well, no, I've been bashing the octopus sandwiches with some peasants in the field back there.
Crumbs, you do meet people, don't you?
Well, put it this way, Brian. People meet me.
I'm thirsty.
Sorry, old man. We drank the lot.
Look, you know all about Spain. Do you think it would be in order for us to go over to that house and ask for a drink of water or something?
Chuck the dross out of your life, Brian. Don't ask me. Idea, do it. Idea, do it.
I don't, you see.
You don't what?
Do it. I don't do things. You know, I think about doing them, but I don't do them. Well, I do some things, obviously, or I'd end up doing nothing. But I don't do nearly as enough things as I think about doing.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between you and me, isn't it? You put any door in front of my knuckles in life, and I'll knock on it whether it was to be knocked on or not.
Yes.
Well, go on, knock.
Hello? Good morning. I mean, afternoon. I wonder if you could be of any assistance.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Brian, try and get the lingo right. Let me have a go. Buongiorno!
It's deserted.
Paco, you silly old hombre.
There's nobody here.
Exactly. I told him to write to me if he moved.
I didn't know you knew the householder. You didn't say.
I don't say a lot of things, Brian. I leave a lot of things unsaid.
Oh, you knew all the time. All the time I was bumbling on out there about a glass of water, you knew all the time your friend lived here, didn't you?
Well, yes.
And he's moved.
Yes.
Oh, well, what do we do now, then?
Well, move on. There's room on the mule for two. All we have to do now is... What have you done with the mule, Brian?
I slapped it on the rump and sent it off to graze.
You fool.
Well, you've got no call to call me that. You said you'd just whistle and he'd come back.
Oh.
Well, go on, then.
No. I said down there on the road he'd come back. He wouldn't come back up here. Of course he wouldn't.
Well, why not?
Do you know anything about mules, Brian?
No.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Well, you weren't to know. There. It's knocked the visit to Don Carlos on the head.
Look, I know that's you not saying everything again, Ralph, but you didn't mention Don Carlos.
Didn't I? Oh. He's a sort of duke. I met him last year. I got an open invitation. We could have ridden over there, you know, caked a few bulls, helped him grade his sherry. He'd have invited us to dinner, of course. Well, when I say dinner, that would be another half dozen pigs that would have seen the light of day again. Of course, that was before you lost the mule.
Oh, sorry. I've spoiled your whole day.
Well, that's not really for me to say, Brian, but yes, I suppose you have.
Sorry. You're bored now, aren't you?
I'm never bored. Always too much going on up in here to be bored.
Intelligence.
All right, intelligence.
What is exactly going on in there, Ralph?
Where? Oh, here! Oh, here. No, I was just wondering if you were bored. I mean, you could have been on that excursion.
Oh, no, no, I'd much rather be with you. You make things happen.
Yes, I do, and I would, if I had the mule.
Sorry.
So you're definitely not bored, then?
Oh, no, no. No, my problem is that I bore other people.
Oh, come on, old man. Granted, you don't exactly sparkle.
I bore Jill, I know that.
Who?
Jill, my wife.
I didn't know you were married.
I'm not.
But you just said...
No, I mean I was, but I'm not now because I'm divorced.
Oh, still waters, eh? Bit of the old hanky-panky. What was the bird like then?
Oh, pretty. Born in Monmouth with fair hair. Well, light brown, actually. Blue eyes, but very, very pretty.
So out the window goes the wife, eh?
Well, no, it was my wife I was describing.
Oh.
No, you see, the grounds for divorce was mental cruelty.
Oh, I see. Bitch to you, was she?
No, I was being mentally cruel to her.
You? What did you do?
Well, I bored her.
That's not mental cruelty.
Well, it is if it goes on long enough.
Well, I'm no lawyer, old man, but no judge would rule that boredom constitutes mental cruelty.
Well, ours did. And you know, the more I heard of the evidence, the more I knew that right was on Jill's side.
Oh, don't play the martyr, old man.
Oh, no, but facts are facts. You see, I'm very much a person of patterns and habits. Well, I suppose it all came to a head that Saturday night. Well, we always had sex on Saturday nights, you see.
Always?
Always.
You never know exactly which night it's going to be with me, you know.
No, I don't suppose you can with you, but you could with me. Anyway, I remember turning off the television set and saying, well, dear, it's 10:30, shall we go up? And suddenly she was on her feet in the middle of the room screaming. Well, no, more near the door, actually. But it wasn't really screaming, come to think of it. Because she was saying words. She was saying, for God's sake, Bri. She called me that. For God's sake, Bri, why don't you jump on me some other night? So I said, all right, dear, point taken. Why don't we put ourselves down for this Thursday?
Oh, dear.
So she threw the clock through the television set and walked out.
I suppose boredom can be mental cruelty.
Are you married, Ralph?
Me? Girl in every port, that's my style. Luton, Dunstables and Albans.
I'll bet you don't bore them.
No, that's no problem, no. No, I suppose if I do have a fault, it's that, well, I'm rather apt to overwhelm people. And I get a bit too much for them, frankly.
Yes, I can see that.
Can you?
Personally, I find you a most stimulating person.
Well, let me say this, old man, you are not that boring.
Well, you're one of the few people who's ever said that. Most people get that sort of look when I start talking to them. They look as though they want to be somewhere else. Of course, I know what causes it. Two things. A, my subject matter, which generally isn't that interesting, and B, the way I tell it. Well, it's too pedantic. You see, I've just been pedantic because I've had to divide what I was going to say into A and B. I'm always doing it, I can't help it. I seem to get lost in a welter of adjectival clauses. Well, no, not welter, more maze. There you are, you see, I'm doing it again. Sometimes I try to compensate by not saying anything at all, but that's equally boring. So I think you'll understand that for someone like you, a lone wolf, a dynamic sort of person, to actually listen to what I'm saying without getting bored is... Oh.
I've been a martyr to mosquitoes all my life. It's always been me they come looking for.
Well, I'd swap your mosquitoes for my stomach, Daphne. It's like a volcano in here. Something's going to happen soon, I know it is.
So much for your typical mountain village.
And your typical mountain village prices, Fred.
We should have been warned by a lassie, Ron. It's only the first glass that's a free wine.
I paid over £1 for that pot of tea as well.
It was a disaster. The whole so-called excursion was a disaster. So-called picnic, so-called mountains.
What about the so-called folk dancing? One of those blokes that was stomping his feet was a Mick. I heard him talking.
Disgusting.
He was a sensible one getting off the coach.
Yeah.
I say, you were the sensible one getting off.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm sorry if I held things up.
I wish you'd have held him up permanently.
You must have had a premonition. Look at my mosquito bites.
Did you find your friend?
Oh, well, he wasn't lost, actually.
Well, so what have you been doing all day then, the pair of you?
Oh, well, you know, improvising.
Hear that? Improvising. First day here and he's already improvising. We had you wrong, mate.
It's always the quiet ones.
Anyone care for an orange? We got a lift on an orange lorry. Yeah, they were a present. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hear that? This one's in with the natives.
Yeah, proper native, not Irish flamenco dancers.
How'd you do it, though? I mean, what is the secret of going off on your own like that and getting a bit of the real thing?
Well, you have to, you have to know someone like Ralph, really.
Ralph?
Ralph.
Ah! He's the one.
What?
The one who knows all about Spain.
Oh, that, Donada.
Pardon?
Oh, sorry, my dear. I keep on slipping the Spanish without realising it. I suppose you could say I'm something of an expert, but I don't like to talk about it. We might be able to pop over to the Duke another time, then, Ralph.
Duke?
Oh, because I haven't told you about the old Duke. See, old man?
What about the mule?
Mule? Oh, the mule, no, don't worry about him. He'll find his own way back. They're like homing pigeons, mules. Anyway, this Duke. Well, last year I could have died. Ralph, what are you doing?
You were telling them about the Duke, Ralph.
No. What I told you this afternoon, I'm being overwhelming. I could swamp these people, and I don't want to do that.
What's the matter? What's up?
Oh, Ralph doesn't want to sound as if he's showing off.
No, we want to know all about the Duke.
I'll tell you what they want to hear. Well, anyway, this Duke...
Senor?
Just a minute, Sunshine, I'm talking.
No,
Anyway,
ahora mismo.
see. Anyway, he took an instant liking...
Senor.
Excuse me. What is it, old man?
Ven aquí. Son las instrucciones de mi padre. ¿Dónde está el mulo? Venga.
Well, give him time, old man. He's just explaining, isn't it?
Hombre, está muy fácil. El mulo o 6,000 pesetas.
This is very interesting, this is.
¿Hay dinero?
Oh, De Niro!
Hey.
Dinner! He wants me to have dinner with him. No, sorry, very sorry, old man. Not tonight, no.
No?
No.
Muy bien. Yo te pulinari una vez en la garganta y una vez en el pecho.
Oh, they're lovely people, you know. They won't take no for an answer.